I just got to Anytime Fitness to do my steps. It is a Saturday night, and this is pretty much what a Saturday night in comp prep revolves around, making sure you tick everything off your list. I did a 2-hour leg day today, which included 12 minutes of bike sprints at the end for my HIIT, but I've only done 6,000 steps, so I've got another 3,000 to do. So I'm meeting Amy here to finish off our steps. It is Sunday, which means I did my check-in this morning and I was so surprised by the results. For a bit of context, earlier in the week I was chatting to Beck and we kind of came to a decision for me to stop taking my oral contraceptive pill. I've been on the pill that I have been on for the past 1.5 years because I've had cystic ovaries, meaning that I get my period every 2 weeks, and it's just been really fatiguing, and coming to comp prep trying to train through that can be really hard. And after being on it for so long, it clearly hasn't been working, so I'm going to try and take a more natural approach to dealing with that whole situation. But a result of coming off your pill can sometimes be fluid retention, so I was expecting a higher weigh-in this morning, but I was actually 1.5 kilos down from my weigh-in last week. I know that one would have been a little bit heavier than normal because I was on my period then, so I would have been retaining a bit of water and everything, but I was definitely not expecting the scale to be going down that much, so that was kind of nice to see a bit of progress since my dieting phase has started, because it's been pretty steady the past couple weeks. As for how this week's gone, I've been pretty tired, but overall all my sessions have been really good. Like, I've been feeling really strong and really content with everything. I'm super motivated. I think in particular I'm not stressed about anything because I'm still on my uni break, and I feel like I'm hitting all my targets in terms of my steps, doing all my workouts, getting my macros right. Although last Sunday I somehow ate 250 calories over and like way over my carbs. I really don't know how, because like I'm always to the T, I always hit my targets. I reckon I was just tired last Sunday and just completely missed the fact that my meals were way over because I tracked it and I didn't even notice. But anyway, other than that, everything has been going really well. And today we also had a posing workshop as like a whole team. So we met in Richmond. I did an upper body session before, and then we just did some posing. So it was really nice to meet the whole team, because some of the girls I haven't met yet in person, and just kind of take the chance to bond and and practice posing in like a group setting with other people, and kind of going through the whole routine as if we were up on stage and holding the poses for a little bit longer, because I think when I practice myself I tend to hold the pose for a second then transition straight away. Like, you really need to build up like posing fitness almost, because holding those poses for so long, spicy. Just carrying on from last week, how I was talking about how I needed to reduce plastics to reduce my toxic load, which can cause you to like hold on to fat in your hormonal areas. I went to Kmart and got some glass Tupperware just to help with that, because all of my things are plastic. So I got 2 like square ones, 2 rectangle ones, and then I ended up going back and getting like the 800ml Voss water bottle as well, because the little one was just not quite cutting it. So I used the small one at gym as like a shaker, and then use this one to track all my water. So yeah. It is Wednesday morning, 9 AM. I've just finished my lower body session and did some posing. After the workshop on Sunday with Beck and the girls, Beck gave me a few pointers that I could help to improve my posing routine. A few things, just making sure I keep my lats engaged in my transitions and slowing things down a little bit more. So it's been really good to kind of focus on those things, because it seems like really repetitive sometimes. Even the smallest tweaks can make all the difference to your routine and how you stand out on stage. So at the moment, even though I've got my routine down pat of what my actual poses are, it's just the little tweaks here and there, and just getting more confidence, a little bit sassier, and yeah, just making myself stand out. So I'm gonna go home, smash some carbs and protein to fuel my muscles after the workout, probably like protein Milo cereal and a shake or something. And I will take Dax for a walk, and then I have work for pretty much the rest of the day. So I have a couple of PT clients and then just work at the gym. So that's pretty much my day. So I just got home from the gym and I've got 1.5 serves of the protein Milo cereal and some chocolate protein with creatine in it. So just shake that up first, add it on top. I am just about to head to work. I got a question from someone asking how I keep on track when around my work schedule. So I thought I'd just quickly show you what I do to prepare my meals at work. So the easiest thing is purely just being prepared. I have everything in containers. I've got some yogurt with a little bit of granola, maple syrup and mixed berries. Hard to see, but this is a tuna pasta. So I can just take those, all organized, don't have to worry about what I'm eating, always planning my days in advance. So basically the same as anywhere else, it's just making sure that you're super organized with everything, having things prepared in advance. If you fail to plan, then you're planning to fail, as they say. So if I go to work without any food organized, then I'm most likely going to have to buy something that's been processed or that doesn't quite fit my macros or something like that. So always be organized is my tip. Just got back from work and I couldn't be bothered cooking, so this is what I'm having for dinner. I always try and have something like this in the freezer because it's super easy. It's literally just like this steam bag that you microwave and it cooks the fish. Then I'm having it with a brown rice cup and some peas. Literally an easy dinner that's healthy in like 5 minutes. It is Sunday, so I am back to check-in day. We've actually moved to daily check-ins this week, so I have been doing a weigh-in every single morning and sending that to Beck with any influential factors that might change it. So things like, am I on my period, how my sleep is, my stress, sodium intake, last meal, things like that. But then our main check-in is still every Sunday. So I sent all of that through, and although I had a bit of a drop in the scale earlier in the week, I have maintained my weight. So I've had another drop in calories today. Still pretty happy with where they're sitting though. It's a lot more achievable now than when my calories were really high. But yeah, I'm really excited. Amy's on her way to Muscle City to train with Beck as well. And then after that, we're going to a posing workshop with Nat, which is more of like a rehearsal class. So usually with my posing, it's like private sessions to get my routine personalized, but this one is purely practicing in a group of people, seeing what it's like, getting feedback from both Nat and Mary, so that will be really, really beneficial. 'Cause I don't want this to cause a pain. I can't take it back. No, I can't. No, I can't. My hands are tied. Is this the end? When I feel alive, I know it's true. I know I want tonight without you. I just wanted to finish today's vlog with a bit of a review of the past couple weeks, as I didn't post a vlog last week. Basically, everything has been going really, really well. I'm super happy with how I've been tracking in terms of adhering to my training and my diet. I'm really, really motivated. If anything, I'm just so excited. I haven't had any huge struggles yet, and my calories are still at a more than manageable amount, so I'm pretty happy with that. From 12 weeks out is where it starts to get a lot more serious. So we start to introduce cardio, which is going to depend on my check-in tomorrow because we're doing the daily check-ins. And in terms of core workouts, sometimes people have the ab workouts added in at this stage. For Bikini, they don't really look for obvious abs, and as I get lean, I quite naturally have good ab lines, so I probably wouldn't need to that much. We're also aiming to go to an infrared sauna once a week, and there's one at Spartans, so we've decided, we as in myself and Amy have decided we're going to train there every Thursday and then do a sauna afterwards as part of our routine, and going to be posing at least 4 times a week to really refine our routines and get on top of that. And I thought I'd also review Nat's posing rehearsal yesterday, and I just had the absolute best time. It was really, really valuable, and if you're another competitor, I highly recommend going to one of those. It really puts it into perspective of how the difference of training by yourself in a personal session or at home in the gym, anything like that. compared to in front of other girls, with other girls next to you, what it's like to do it in real time when your nerves are kicking in and you're like on the spot asked to do certain things. And just the length of time as well. I think I mentioned this before in another video that I pose and I'll hold something for maybe like 3 to 5 seconds and then I'll go on to the next one, whereas this was like we were up there for 20 minutes because we videoed the whole thing. It was 20 minutes, so we're up there. I cramped by the end of it. My forearm was killing. I've woken up today's my rest day, it being a Monday. My lats are so sore, like everything. I felt like I've done a huge workout or something. It was really, really valuable though. They gave us feedback and I was really happy with mine. I got told by both Nat and Mary that I had a really good fluency and a good confidence, and that like my V-tape was really good, my back pose, and they were pretty much happy with everything. But one thing to work on was eye contact. While I'm walking, I tend to look down at my feet because I'm not used to walking in heels. So making sure that I'm looking up and smiling all the way through. And something else I personally wanted to work on was making my movement more fluent when I'm asked to move around, because they shuffle the girls to get certain people next to each other, or just if everyone needs to shuffle down a little bit, I was kind of like just like shuffling back like really awkwardly, and some of the other competitors were like really flowy with it. So that's something I'm going to work on. But I'm really excited for the next vlogs each week, because I think this is to the point where it's we're going to start seeing a lot like more significant changes each week rather than just the pretty minimal ones I've been seeing at this moment. But as always, I'm keen to keep you guys posted and I will see you next week.